are tuned in to the NUC NFL Draft Bible Players Spotlight Show.
Welcome back to the NUC NFL Draft Bibles Player Spotlight Show. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and in case you missed the news, everybody, the NFL Draft Bible has teamed up with the College Gridiron Showcase. We are presented by the College Gridiron Showcase to nominate a player for the third annual College Gridiron Showcase and Symposium. Log on to cgsallstargame.com. Stay tuned for our 2017 College Gridiron Showcase watch list. That's right. We are already putting together a watch list. It's presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible, and it will be posted immediately following the 2016 NFL Draft. Follow College Gridiron Showcase on Twitter at CGS All-Star. The College Gridiron Showcase, it's not where you play, it's how you play. And joining the Player Spotlight Show now is the running back out of the University of Nevada. He's Don Jackson. And, Don, we appreciate you taking some time this afternoon. Take us through what this draft process has been like for you, and you know, where is it that you've been training for this March 29th pro day of yours?
I've been training down in Waukesha, Wisconsin with Brad Arnett at Next Level, man. It's a great place, man.
Nice. And I got to ask you, I mean, the pro day obviously right around the corner, less than a week away. Is there a certain aspect of your game that you want to show scouts? Is there any questions that you want to answer?
Basically, I just want to be able to show the scouts that I can do it all, man. You know, I pride myself in my work ethic, and you know, I put in all the work that, you know, I think put more work in to get myself in a good position, you know, for a team to take. So I just want to show people I can catch balls off the backfield. You know, I'm quick, I got good vision. And just basically show them I can move around. That's pretty much what I can do at Pro Day, so that's what I want to do.
And numbers-wise, I mean, any specific goals, any numbers written down somewhere or in the back of your mind that you expect to record?
Yeah, I mean, 40-wise, I'm trying to find anything in 4.4 range. I think that'll answer some questions for for some scouts. My pro ability, I want to keep it under 4.0. I want to be able to, I think that's one of my, my high points in my game is I can move. I think I can move directionally pretty good, side to side really good. So I want to be able to, keep that under 4, show people that I can move. And I basically want to get to the individual drills, be able to show guys, I can get balls, be able to move.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, kind of prove to scouts that you're the all-around back that has obviously been carrying the workload over there at Nevada, and obviously being a running back. Hell, I mean, even for the offensive lineman nowadays, the 40 time is like the most coveted, drill out there. And obviously, if you can get a 4.4, that'll be huge for you, huge for your draft stock. And I see that the Nevada website has you listed at 5'10", 210 pounds, Don. Is that where you're about right now, or has your body changed at all since you began training a few months ago?
I think I trimmed off, anything fat, man. Brad Arnett, Matt Gibbs, everybody at Next Level worked hard. Basically just keep the same weight, at 210 and just be able to make it look as good as possible, and make it feel good as possible. And I think we've done that.
And take us through, obviously now it was never just a game. I mean, even, throughout college, you're playing for the education, you're playing for that scholarship, but now you're playing, or you're getting ready to make this your job. Take us through what the average day has been for you, leading up to the NFL draft. What is the average day of training looking like for Don Jackson?
Oh, man, when I wake up, I pray. And I thank God every day, that I'm, doing what I'm doing. And, I don't have to grow up too quick, man. I get to have an opportunity to go play a game, man. So I always got to thank God for that. I wake up, I get some good breakfast in me. I have a workout session as soon as I get in about 8 o'clock in the morning. After I'm done with that, I got to make sure the body stays right. So I get in on the Normatec and, just basically just do everything to get my body rehab-wise. And then after I do that, I meet with PT people, with physical therapy people, and make sure, my hamstrings are all good. And, I just make sure that the body's feeling good. Once I'm done with that, do a little rehab and work out with them. I get back into it at 2, and I'll get, like, some speed stuff in with my speed coach. Or vice versa. I'll start off with speed and acceleration in the morning, then I'll do, upper body or lower body lift later on in the day. And then when I'm done with that, man, I get back into that PT room and, basically just getting my body right. I see my guy Luke Baga, he takes care of me. I get, acupuncture and, ART, just a bunch of stuff, basically.
So many people think that, you guys spend an hour or two or even 3 at the gym and then you guys are done. That's not the case. There's a lot of work that goes into all this prep, whether it's during the season or even, getting ready for the combine, getting ready for pro days. And I think you would agree it's probably just as important to rehab and, like you said, get your body right as it is to just work out every day. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly correct, man. It's vital. It's vital, and one thing I've learned, man, you can't make the team in the tub, man. You gotta be able to play. You gotta be able to have your body ready. You gotta be able to produce. So it's really important. It's vital.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And looking a little bit at your collegiate career, Don, I mean, before you landed at Nevada, you were playing in the JUCO ranks over at Iowa Western Community College, where in 2012 you helped not only lead them to a national championship victory, but you were the co-offensive MVP of that game. How did you decide that, after that season you would then attend the University of Nevada and play for the Wolfpack? I mean, what was that whole recruiting cycle like for you coming out of Iowa Western, and what was it about Nevada that won you over?
Man, it was all about a family feel for me, man. I wanted to be able to be in a program where I felt like I was part of the family. Nick Rolovich is a great guy. He brought me in, and he was one of the guys that helped recruit me, and I felt like I trusted him, and people around me trusted him. So I thought that was a good place for me, and I thought I could. I was close to home to Sacramento, so I'll be able to get home. It wouldn't be too hard to get home like it was when I was in Iowa. So I was all for it. As here, man, and I got my degree and started my master's out of here. So it worked out the way it needed to.
Yeah, absolutely, and you've been a big part of the Wolfpack offense ever since you joined the team in 2013, that is, and you've been the team's running back since your junior year in 2014, Don, which you ran for just over 950 yards and 7 touchdowns, which leads me to my next question. What were your expectations for this past season? It's your senior year. I got to think you want to go out with a bang, and would you say that you've reached those expectations?
Man, I'm one of my biggest critics, man. I'll never say I really reached my goals, man. I think that's what, that's just me, man. I pride myself in, putting goals out there and making them big, man. I dream big, and every time I look at a season, I always say, yeah, that was good, but I can always do better, man.
Yeah, and you know what? Like you said, it's that's the way it should be. You should always be your worst critic. You should always be hardest on yourself than anybody else out there. And this past season, you ran for a career high 1,082 yards and 8 touchdowns. It seems like for every running back, you always want to hit that 1,000-yard marker. But that running back duo of yourself and James Butler was absolutely deadly, Don. Looking at the last 4 years as a whole, though, how would you describe your overall college football experience, again, beginning at Iowa Western and now finishing up at the University of Nevada?
Man, I'm thankful, man. I'm grateful and I'm thankful, man. I met my best friends. I got to meet a lot of great people along the way, man. I got to showcase the talent. I got to have fun, playing football. And that was pretty much what what my focus was. I wanted to be able to, love the game, love playing for the people I'm playing for, and, just get to do it with my brothers. And the people that I've met, along this journey, man, is, they're second to none, I think, man. Those are people that are going to be with me for the rest of my life. So, I'm really happy with it, man. At the end of my collegiate career, I kind of looked at everything from my perspective, and I was like, man, I'm happy. I'm happy with, all the things I've learned, all the things I've done. Athletically and on the field wise, like I said, I can always push harder, work harder to get better. So, and that's pretty much my mindset.
We have the 2016 NFL Draft prospect, Don Jackson, the running back out of Nevada, joining us here on the NUC NFL Draft Bible Player Spotlight Show presented by the College Gridiron Showcase. And, Don, a couple months ago, you were able to play in the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl down in L.A., down in California. Like you said, you're from California. I got to think that it was really cool to get back there and play in an all-star game in your home state. Can you talk about that opportunity and what it was like to play with and against some of the best in the country?
Oh, it was great, man. It was a great experience, man. I looked at it as, opportunity to be able to showcase my skills and against the best at all, just everybody across the board, like the top 300 players, out of all 3 games. And these are the top 300 players by ranking of what the experts say. And I felt like I held my own down there, and I felt like, I turned some heads. It was a great experience. I got to, work with some dudes that I played against. Guys, I've watched for the last 4 years and been fans of, and it was an incredible experience. I mean, the NFLPA, they're doing great things with that game, and I'm actually proud to be, an alum of that game.
And obviously, lots and lots of scouts were in attendance, throughout the week of practice, throughout the game itself. By any chance, were you able to chat with any of the scouts? I mean, were you able to get any feedback from any of them?
Oh, yeah. I think I talked about 15, 14 teams while I was up there. I got to sit down and have interviews with those people, and they got to know me. They got to, basically just pick my brain and see how I'm thinking when it comes to, my social life. And like I said, social life is just my life in general, and they got to find out a lot about me. So it was great, man. I love the opportunity to get to talk to those scouts and get to give them opportunity to know me.
Sounds like it was a great opportunity down there in California at the NFLPA game. Like you said, you're a proud alumni of that game, which leads me to my next question, my friend. What do you feel separates you from the other running backs in this year's draft class? Like you said, I mean, you had the opportunity to play in the NFLPA Bowl. A lot of guys do look at it like this. The guys that play in these all-star games, the Senior Bowl, the Shrine Game, the NFLPA Bowl, a lot of them have a really great chance at making it to the next level. What separates Don Jackson from the rest?
Man, I think I like to say, man, that I just pride myself in running like a man who struggled before, man. I've been through a lot of stuff, man, and that's my motivation when I run the football. I've heard people say, when you run the football, you run it like you're angry. And I think what separates myself is the fact that, I think I'm very explosive, decisive when I'm picking the lane and picking the hole to go through. I think that I'm pretty good at, like I said, overall, I think I bring a different type of attitude when it comes to running the ball, no matter what offense I'm in.
If you could single out one game and tell a scout to go back and watch it, what game would that be, Don, and why?
If I had to pick a game, it's always hard to pick one. But I think our game against Texas A&M, I think I played pretty well. I think I helped put us in a position to win. We didn't come out with the win, but we went down to A&M and we fought really hard, and I was proud of my guys. And that was a good opportunity for me to show leadership, and I think I did so. And that helped us bring a couple of wins onto the season. So it's a lot of things that played into that. But I think Texas A&M was one of the good games.
Hey, and like I just said in my previous interview, I mean, a big-time SEC opponent, they say the SEC, that's the best conference in college football. Obviously, if that's the case, then that's when you want to show up. And as they say, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And like you said, that also helped, string along a few more victories down the road for you guys. And here's a question I always like to ask you prospects. I mean, when did you realize that you're going to pursue a professional football career? Again, I got to think it's always the dream for anybody who plays the sport at the college level to move on and play at the professional level. But was there a specific moment for you, Don, when you said, I'm actually going to give this thing all that I have?
Honestly, I had a sit down with our athletic director at Nevada, Doug NUC. He kind of put stuff into a good perspective for me. He talked about, when he was in the opportunity of going to go pursue his tennis dream and what he was thinking, and he told me that he didn't go pursue it. because he wasn't all the way in it. He told me to have that realization with myself. Like, he's like, don't, the long road that it's going to be. I wasn't. You got to have that that moment with yourself and figure out if you really want to do that. I took time by myself, after the season was over, and I thought about it, man. Like, I think I had the feeling. I mean, the flash of popping pads and being out at football practice and all that stuff, playing in my head, and to do it at the NFL level is it's extraordinary, man. And that's an opportunity you can't pass up.
And obviously playing football for so long, I'm sure for some of you prospects, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys think, man, I don't know what I would do without the game. I mean, it's, brought me so far. I don't know, what exactly I would do next. Favorite memory over the last 4 years, Don? I mean, is it that JUCO national championship, or is there something that trumps that?
Man, I'm torn. I'm torn in between the JUCO national championship and, finally get the bowl game win, with my boys at Nevada. Mm-hmm. If I had to, it's hard to say one. So those are the two moments right there, man. We were the national championship team at the JUCO. We were stacked, man. And I think we knew out the gate that we were going to win a national championship. All we wanted was the opportunity to do it, so that was big for us. And in Nevada, winning that bowl game, my senior year, the way to finish off my career was just. I cried, man. That was a great moment, man. I got to do it with my brothers, people I love, man. And I thought it was a senior class, that worked really, really hard. A senior class that, we've been through ups and downs, throughout our career. And to top it off with a bowl win finally was it was that.
Absolutely. Again, both big-time victories, and obviously for the bowl game victory, to wrap up your collegiate career on a high note like the way you did. Doesn't get much better than that. Again, he's Don Jackson out of Nevada, joining me here on the NUC NFL Draft Bible's Players Spotlight Show presented by the College Gridiron Showcase as he gets set for the 2016 NFL Draft. And, Don, just a few more questions for you, and then we'll let you go. We appreciate you taking some time this afternoon. How would you like to be remembered for your time playing at Nevada when people think of you 5-10 years down the road? What is the one thing you want them to, have, stick out when they think about Don Jackson, the running back out of Nevada?
Just a guy that played, with just incredible energy, a great leader. And also a servant leader. I was a servant leader to, all my guys. And I'm pretty sure that, you talk to my old teammates and they would say so. I pride myself in, taking guys under my wing and being able to be that voice, be able to be that guy that everybody can look to for energy. Everybody can look to produce. And, I was, just loyal to the game, man. Just loyal to, the process, loyal to working hard. And not selling no tickets, man. Just, really being what, being that figure that, I'm supposed to be, being that good dude. Great football player, but he's a better person.
There you go. And for those who may not be too familiar with your game, Don, I mean, is there a current or former running back that has played in the NFL that you try and take bits and pieces of their game and add it onto your own? I know throughout this interview you've made it clear that, you're not only a running back that could, take handoffs, you could run in between the tackles, outside the tackles, but you made it a point to focus on your versatility as well, the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Is there a running back currently or formerly playing in the NFL that you kind of look up to and again, try to take bits and pieces of their game and add it onto your own?
I can always say the big names, Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, definitely. I've been watching Marshawn Lynch since, I was in high school, and I followed him, his whole career at Cal. I even got to watch a couple games that he was in high school at Open Tech. But as far as, imitation, man, Detroit Lions, man, my boy Amir Abdullah, man, that's one guy, I study his tape, I watch his film, and, I try to like basically exactly what that dude does. He runs hard, he runs tough, he's versatile at the backfield, and that's kind of the, I want the NFL to get the same picture. When they looking at my tape, when I get to a camp and when they see me playing, I want them to see that type of cat. He might not be, household name yet, but I'm telling you, man, I'm here to do it. It's great. He'll be a great running back.
Hey, there you go. Amir Abdullah, obviously drafted in the second round of last year's draft out of Nevada. Out of Nebraska, excuse me. But yeah, again, one of those guys that maybe not too many people are too familiar with now, but certainly in the future, it doesn't look like Joyke Bell will be returning to Detroit. So Amir Abdullah, certainly a guy, and will be the future back of the Detroit Lions, and certainly a great selection. And final question for you, Don. We appreciate you taking the time this afternoon. Let's say we got all 32 NFL general managers listening to this very interview. Why should they want the running back out of the University of Nevada, Don Jackson, a part of their team?
Because I'm the most underrated running back in the NFL draft, and that's the problem. And I can bring leadership to the table, immediately. I can bring, I can sit back and I can learn. I'm good at, listening and soaking up all the game that I can possibly soak up. And I think I can make an immediate impact, anywhere on the field. If it's a running back, I don't care if it's a slot receiver, kick return, punt return, whatever a coach wants me to do, I'll go out there and do it.